Hello everybody and welcome back to a game that we actually haven't touched in a while. This is Crave, and the reason we're back is because of this DLC right here, Nutty Putty Cave. So this is a cave, a real cave in Utah, USA. It's been permanently closed since 2009, since John Jones died in it. I believe John Jones has a middle name that I forget. Apologies for that, but that was a really bad accident. And basically using the map of the cave and additional info by Brandon Koalis, who's a rescuer who took part in 2009, the devs of Crave have digitally recreated the cave as faithfully as humanly possible. We're going to have a tour with Brandon as our audio guide, so the actual rescuer we're going to go with. So I'm going to take you through this journey. I'm super excited. This is what VR should be used for, this sort of thing, you know. The OLED blacks here on the PSVR 2 look amazing. There's a guitar there. And I'm super excited to kind of go through and see a real cave. Like, somebody died in this, which is absolutely crazy. But this is a real location that I'm never going to be able to visit in real life. Like, it's not possible. So only VR can do this. So let's jump in. Thank our patrons and members. If I turn this way, now they're in the blackness, you can see them. And sub, if you feel like, subbing to the channel. And let's do this, shall we? Give me cave facts as we go. Right, here we are.
Welcome, adventurer.
Hello.
I'm Brandon, and I'll be your voice guide through the Nutty Putty Cave.
Lovely.
Alongside this
Nice to meet you.
You'll find 10 audio tapes scattered throughout the cave.
Perfect.
Collect them all to uncover the full story of this remarkable
See how many we can
place.
get. I'm going to pay my respects to this map. Oh my god. Okay. Like, directly off the bat, right? The other caves that we've done in Crave are bad, of course. Like, you have, as I try and remember my controls here, there is a crouch, there we go. But they're bad, obviously, because they're really, like, thin, but they're designed by the devs, so you think this is a game. But as soon as I got into this, knowing this is a real thing and seeing that gap is fucking horrible. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. God, that text is actually legible. Not the really small ones, although I bet that is if I get close enough, but that is. Genuinely. Right. Let's enter in, shall we? I'm hoping that I can't die in this mode because I want to just kind of experience it. This is fucked.
As you already know, Nutty Putty Cave is located west of Utah Lake in Utah County, United States.
Yeah.
Despite its big reputation, the cave isn't actually that large.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, though.
The mapped length is about 1,355 to 1,400 feet, with a depth of roughly 145 feet. From this point, the cave splits into two routes.
Dead end.
We can head left to enter the maze, or go right toward the famous Big Slide.
Not this way. We'll go to Big Slide. Okay, we'll go left.
Starting on the left.
Okay, we'll go on the left.
Let's go there now.
Sorry, Brandon. I'll go left. Where's here?
Look at your watch.
Are they?
The percentage shows how much of the cave you've already explored.
Okay, cool.
Remember, you can rewind or pause the audio guide at any time using the tablet or the menu, which opens by pressing and holding the right stick.
So this is the maze, apparently, or whatever he said. Just super, super scary. This is very different, you know? Because all the other ones are like, you're following a story in the other Crave maps, which are like, it's not a real thing. Like, it's very much, I'm sure it's inspired by real events to some degree, but it's not real. But this is like somebody who's actually been in this cave, kind of, oh my god, kind of taking you through it. I'm really getting a sinking feeling playing this because of just, it's real, isn't it? Like, this is actually what it's like. All right, we'll head down the main bit. He said to head left, and I think that's where I am. So, oh, I can write, can't I? How do I write? Oh, there we go. We'll say that is exit, right? It'd be nice to have an actual map I can look at here, but here we go.
Here we are. This section of the passage is called the Maze.
Great.
And you'll soon see why. Sculpted by hot water in some unusual forms, it's given many adventurers their first taste of getting lost here. Take a look and let's proceed further to the big room.
Big room. It's just the way to the big room. God. Yeah, they should do more like this. I feel like I would be happy if all the DLC for this game was just more stuff like this, like real caves with real people who've kind of been involved. You know? Oh god, I feel like I'm getting lost already. Is this the big room? I hope this is the... Yeah, here we go. Big room.
Welcome to the big room. Compared to most cave sections, it feels open, tall, and almost comfortable. Many cavers pause here to catch their breath before moving on, so stay a while and listen.
Okay.
The cave was discovered in 1960 by a teenage caver named Dale
So
Green,
easy to get lost.
who went on to explore and document many caves in Utah. It's said Dale Green originally thought of calling it Silly Putty, but
Silly
later
Putty
decided Nutty Putty sounded better.
Okay.
Can't argue here. The cave takes its name from its soft clay-like texture.
I can see
made
that,
of
to be fair.
silicon dioxide, the same mineral found in sand.
Could
As
it collapse
formed
then or
upward
not? I
through
don't know.
superheated water depositing calcite, other minerals were also left behind, creating a complex structure.
Yeah, this place, this section is called the Helmet Eater, apparently. Looking at that. That is horrible. Let's find out why.
The Helmet Eater. Why the name?
Oh my god. Oh my
Nutty
god.
Putty Cave became a favorite training ground for Boy Scouts, adventure groups, and college students, many of whom had their helmets bitten by its tight passages. The narrow, twisting tunnels offered just enough challenge that countless adventurers, including teens and scouts, squeezed in only to get stuck for hours, sometimes overnight, before being rescued. It also earned a quirky reputation as a local date cave, where students would bring partners for a rugged outing.
Jesus
It's definitely
Christ.
harder to escape your date here.
What is wrong with
All in
people?
all, these stories contributed to the cave's reputation as both an adventurous and somewhat hazardous place.
That is wild. Oh my god, every interaction in this game is modeled really well. The sound of that. Like, me dipping my hand into here, I was doing what I was speaking. Look at the way that reacts. Like, what? Through we go. Yeah, I cannot imagine this being a date cave. You are a psychopath if you're doing that. And it's a less gamified cave, this. Like, the other ones feel like levels, because they are, but this feels real crack.
We're approaching the end of this section of the cave.
Okay.
Got yourself warmed
Jesus
up?
Christ, that's horrible.
Good.
This is like straight down.
Perhaps it's due to its hydrothermal past. Temperatures inside Nutty Putty remain around 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 12.7 degrees Celsius year-round.
Where have I gone?
Seem very cold, but remember that movement through the cave is slow and the body has little chance to warm up through circulation. For caving,
this not the way?
It's therefore recommended not only to have a helmet, flashlight, and sturdy boots, but also warm, preferably waterproof clothing.
It was here, wasn't it?
Once you feel you've seen everything here, let's head back to the entrance and explore the second part of the cave.
Okay. So this is the end. Okay, perfect. Cool. Let's head back through. I'll go back to the entrance and we'll, if I can remember the fucking way, and we'll explore the other half. Now we gotta go down here. Alright, in we go. I don't know what to expect here, but apparently it's the big slide, did they call it down here? The big slide, yep.
Feel like sliding? You're not alone.
Okay.
At the height of its popularity, the cave drew more than 5,000 visitors a year.
What?
So much traffic wore the rock smooth, and experts warned that a fatal accident was only a matter of time. In one of its main features, a long 45-degree chamber known as the Big Slide.
What a bunch of psychos, man.
Right now. Those safety concerns, along with the growing damage caused by constant use, led to the cave's temporary closure in 2006. They're also the reason for the ladder you'll find at the end of this section.
Jesus.
Be careful on your way down. You don't want to meet your end here, especially in a place meant for a very different kind of rebirth we'll soon discover.
What does that mean? God, that is a long section, isn't it? That goes down so far. God damn. Okay. Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh my god, yeah. Imagine sliding down that and it's just an abyss that you end up in. Oh my fucking god, I fell. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh god, I didn't know how far I was falling then. Any more? No more, no more audio tapes. I'm gonna go right. I think I'm gonna go right here, I don't really know. Unless this goes to nowhere, which it might. It might well go to nowhere. That's the thing, it's not designed like a... Oh god. like a normal cave in the game because this is real. So whatever it's like in real life, that's what this is like here, you know?
The corridor to the left leads to Ed's Push and the story of what happened there.
Okay.
The corridor to the right takes you to the
Oh
threshold
my god, I don't
of
want to
one
go
of
through
the
there.
cave's most famous sections.
Corridor to the right? Excuse
Its
me?
name speaks for itself.
Sorry,
It's
corridor.
long been a magnet
Jesus.
for many spelunkers who came here straight from the entrance.
Right.
I believe there's little point in describing it further. This is something you'll simply have to experience.
Okay.
See you on the other side.
So left was... Okay, we'll go left first. This is fucked. This is fucking awful. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we're through Ed's Push.
We're approaching the site of John Jones' tragic accident.
Can fucking see how that happened.
On November 24th, 2009,
Jesus Christ.
John Edward Jones became trapped in Nutty Putty Cave after entering a tight, uncharted passage that he mistakenly believed was part of the well-known birth canal.
Oh my god.
Instead,
Oh my
he
god.
had crawled into an unmapped fissure
Oh my god.
that was far narrower than expected.
Nah, that's
The
awful.
passage sloped downward and constricted as it went, forcing him headfirst into a nearly vertical section.
Was it here?
Where his body became wedged. Going headfirst made it nearly impossible for him to
Jesus
reverse or
Christ.
maneuver once he was stuck. Despite more than 24 hours of effort, rescuers
Oh
were
my
unable
God.
to free him, as the combination of the cave's fragile geology,
That's
the
awful,
limits
man.
of physics, and human endurance made extraction.
Was it there? I wonder if it was
In the
there.
aftermath, authorities made the difficult decision to leave his body where it was and permanently seal the cave.
Yeah, that
rather
was a
than
good...
risk more lives in a recovery attempt.
That's a good decision, I think. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna head back through now. That is awful. Okay, we're through. This place looked tighter though, this corridor. Apparently this one is the one he said you just got to experience, so... Oh my god, I can barely fit through it. Okay. Okay, we're in. Well, that goes further down. It's a tape here.
Even before Jones's death and the permanent closure of the cave, there were many cases of people getting lost here.
Yeah, I
with
can
Boy
see
Scouts
that.
being perhaps the most frequently rescued group over the years. Some veterans recall that the early explorations were much more wild, muddy, improvised, and with little preparation. In later years, rules,
God.
managed access,
Oh my God.
and safety protocols were introduced
No, I don't wanna
to
go down
prevent
that.
accidents and protect the cave from littering. Tired and panicked visitors had sometimes abandoned helmets, clothing, dead batteries, and other
That's
items.
safe, isn't
Things
it?
that not only spoiled the sense of exploration, but in the dark, wet passages could cause dangerous accidents. The guiding rule in Nutty Putty was simple. Never squeeze into a place you might not be able to get back out of. Back out.
Oh my god. Ah, I just hate it. I just hate it. I'm gonna try that really tight bit that I was just looking at. And then I might call it a day, because it's just crazy right now. I've only explored 70% of the cave. But I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty claustrophobic. Yeah, like claustrophobia is one of my worst fears. That and heights. That heights in deep water. I have a lot of worst fears, it appears. So, this is my final test. Right. Can I even get my head through here? Is that possible? Just about. I can die in this though. I might end up dying. Come on. I see it. I see it. I see the way through. Oh my god, I just made it. I'm sorry, doing that in real life is fucking ridiculous. I just don't get people that want to do this. I'd like to have a chat with some of you because it is just crazy. Chances are somebody on this channel probably has done something like this at some point. And I am thoroughly impressed and scared by you. Come on, we're losing it here. Come on. Oh, okay. Vein Alley.
We're now traveling through Vein Alley.
Yeah, very
Another
biological names.
biologically named section of the cave.
But I don't want to go
Names
here.
like this, as well as the aorta crawl and the birth canal, are not merely metaphors for the vein-like network of winding passages. They also
Jesus fucking
reflect the
Christ.
cave's unique ecosystem, which hosts an endemic fauna.
What's this way?
Various
Anything?
insects and bats have specifically adapted to survive in these dark, narrow chambers, making Nutty Putty not only a remarkable geologic formation, but also a site of considerable biological interest.
Interesting.
The alley has several branches.
I've taken
If you
one.
want to achieve a 100% exploration rating of the cave, try to visit them all. The Vein Alley marks the end of the right route through the cave. So when you feel you've had enough, you can make your way back to the entrance.
Okay, so, I mean, I'll check out one of the other routes, but apart from that, like, I think, apart from maybe one other bit that was down the other way, I think I've seen it all. This is quite an important use of VR, I think. Like, genuinely, stuff like this is why VR is so important. On a flat screen, it really doesn't, like, get across how narrow those spaces look, because I know how big I am, and I'm looking at these spaces like I cannot fit through these, I don't think, without, like, having a severe issue. But yeah, it is absolutely crazy. I implore you, if you have Cave Crave, this is a free update, just go and try it. If you haven't got Cave Crave, go and support the devs if you like this sort of thing, because they'll do more of it, I bet. But getting real history lessons and kind of being shown the risks of doing something like this is absolutely crazy. Let's go through here. Yeah, like it's truly important, I think, and special to be able to, you know, look at these tight gaps. Like, people crawled through these. It is just ridiculous. And I'm going to pause if I can. Jesus Christ. But I implore you to go and check this out, because that is absolutely crazy. That was really, I don't want to say that was really cool, because that kind of is quite reductive. But it was really interesting and quite horrible in a good way, in the best way that can be said. So yeah, man, that's yeah. Try not to be as kind of lighthearted and funny as I usually am in that, because that was like, you know, people died in that cave, and you can see why. Crazy. Thanks so much for joining me. If you got this on Quest, on PSVR 2, on any platform, go give it a try. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.